Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to State of Decay 2, Juggernaut Edition, by Juggernaut. Alright, so here's the thing. State of Decay 2, as I'm sure you're aware, is a post-apocalyptic zombie survival game with a load of different mechanics to it. You build up your base, you sort of build up your community, save people, and sort of build up from there. You go out into the wilderness, survive, scavenge for resources, and then you can change communities and, you know, have different communities that you made interact with one another. There's multiplayer, so on and so forth, and ultimately it is a pretty well-received game. However, let's start off with this odd couple here. I haven't read the flavor text for them, but that doesn't matter all too much. Now, it is pretty well received, it has good reviews, people seem to like it, and Juggernaut Edition has nothing to do with me, but it put a massive smile on my face when I saw it on the Steam page, and I just thought that, you know, if ever there was a reason to do a random video on a random game, then this is it. So what I'm going to do today for you is I'm going to play through quite a bit of the game and show you what it's like, and I'm not going to be able to feature off a lot of the improvements here, some of them obviously, but a lot of the improvements are sort of quality of life improvements and patches and stuff like that throughout the game itself. So not necessarily visible in the beginning. It's basically like a huge update to the game which made various improvements, but ultimately it I did not kill you, did I? Alright, there we go. But ultimately it is very much relevant for people that have played the game already and know what they're doing. For a new sort of new unexperienced player and a fresh look to it, it won't make that much of it won't make that much sense to focus on the changes. Rather, I'll focus on the game itself and just play a whole bunch for you. Anyways, this is the gist of the game. You go around searching for food, medicine, water, and building materials and stuff like that. You bring them back to your camp, and obviously this is a sort of pre-scripted starting area. But later down the line, when we're through with this, we'll get to the core and the meat of the gameplay. Right. There are also zombie hordes, special mutated zombies, and so on and so forth, so you need not worry about that. Can I... Oh, that killed you, did it? Amusing. But I've played the original State of Decay, and I like the game decently enough. The only major issue I had with it is, I think, somewhat personal, in that I expected a hell of a lot more from the game. Now, I expected a sort of almost a 3D Project Zomboid, if you will, with like some mods in it, which, yeah, is like pretty high expectations, since Project Zomboid is extremely detailed, or an extremely detailed experience altogether. Can I change the FOV? Accessibility controls, maybe? You're kidding me. Okay, we can't change the FOV. Terrific. Okay, turns out I'm not going to be playing that much of this game, because it is making me a little bit motion sick, but alright. You know, we will deal. It is third person, so it's not that bad, I suppose. Let's equip the new weapon. Yeah, so the screwdriver, I take it, is... yeah, the screwdriver is eternal. Weapons break way too quickly, and it's these sort of like minor things, lacking features here and there, and weapons breaking too quickly, and these sort of slight inconveniences and annoying things that really stopped me from loving the game when I tried it first about a year or two ago, and what I didn't really love about the original state of Decay. However, like I said, it's mostly down to personal expectations being too high from the game and so on and so forth.
Whatever. Thanks for fantasizing about me going MIA.
Let's just keep moving.
Alright, I suppose I'll take that. I'm not quite sure why. There's no zombies around, I can search this quickly. And no zombies around, he said. Alright. Let's fight. Alright. I was gonna go for a dodge there, but jumping in place seems to have done about the same. So fair enough, I suppose, right? Good. And there was one expansion though in the original State of Decay that I really loved, and it seems to be lacking now, but you can sort of get to that level, I suppose. And it was the military expansion. You were a military platoon and had a military base, and you had to defend it periodically from zombie invasions. And you'd sort of like go out into the streets and try and find survivors and so on and so forth. A sort of sandboxy mode like that was something that I was really interested in, but instead the game kept upping the difficulty on the invasions and so on and so forth, and that wasn't the problem. It was the entire timer thing where, like, every single quest had a time limit to it, including the story ones. Like, side missions being timed makes sense, but... oh, sod.
It's just like that muerto we saw outside the gate.
Damn it! It bit me. I hate that.
We both had worse.
You hate what? Getting bit? Yeah, I would hope so. Anyhow, that to me was like... it was good, don't get me wrong. I didn't dislike the game, I just didn't love it all that much. Same with the State of Decay 2 when it was initially released. Now I'm sort of taking a look back at it. I guess you could call this the first look video. And I'll go through, like, I don't know, an hour or two of the game, and I'll...
I'm sorry. I'll be faster next time.
that bite's itching. I think we're going to lose the wife, ladies and gentlemen.
The fuck is all this?
It is, obviously, corpses. Finishing them off does reduce the weapons repair thingamajig, doesn't it? If I remember correctly. Or it used to. Maybe now that's a quality of life improvement that they've implemented where it doesn't do that anymore. And honestly, it would make a heap of sense if it didn't. Because alternatively, you could just like what's the reason to not pull out the screwdriver and finish them off? It's literally like the same thing. But yeah, alright. Like, do I want this? I absolutely want this, don't I? Yeah, yeah, I suppose I do. Okay. Wait, do you have... we should find you some meds, yeah. Absolutely should. Oh, look, as if by magic. Meds.
But I won't do anything for that fever.
Right, so we need to get something to help with the fever. And also, I gotta wonder, something like this happening in the middle of an epidemic, or a pandemic, sorry, worldwide. What I mean something like this, what I mean by that is the release of the Juggernaut edition, you know.
Yo, up here! Get to the ladder!
Yep.
Let's go!
The issue being we're not the only ones trying to get to the ladder, mate, but that's fine. I remember this being the sort of mildly annoying part of the game as well. The zombies were too stupid. You could kill all of them very easily with
What are you doing here? The
with
last
stealth.
trucks left days ago.
My girl heard the army ran these camps. Where is everybody?
Orders came in to
Well,
close
she can
these
talk for
camps
herself.
down
Well,
and
actually,
move
maybe
on.
not. She's a bit.
No more army, my man. Not here. Just a few of us dumb enough to stay behind. Only me and the doc survived.
Hey, not an exaggeration. My brain is on fire.
Oh shit! Tell me what bit her.
Was this real nasty fucker? All covered in blood? What's wrong?
This is bad, real bad. You need serious help. Doc should still be down.
That was a weird sprint from here to there, but okay. And once again, fine. Alright, let's go and save the wife then. Yeah. I suppose you could treat this as a bit of a tutorial for what's coming. I shouldn't make light of this, but you know.
I thought civilians had been
I feel like if you yourself are personally affected by it and are in immediate danger from it, the pandemic that being, and COVID-19, I feel like you could joke about it, because like there's a person from my group in my uni that got infected, so like I'm.
That's what bit me. One of those things.
Oh.
It's called blood plague. It's very contagious, and it doesn't take long to do its job.
Yeah, it's Corona, I know. Anyways, I feel like I could joke about it since
I could use your help.
since I'm like
Take your flashlight.
in the
go
risk
there
group,
and
if that makes sense.
I need you to bring it to me.
So yeah.
Before I lost my team,
They're undead over here?
I learned
Probably
all
not.
we could
Alright.
about blood plague.
Probably not.
We developed a cure.
Plague samples. Alright. Sure,
The
I
army
won't
took our
drop
lab
this
when
and
they
cause
left,
a
but they didn't
mass
get
outbreak
everything.
of something. Do you really need to
Did you
keep it in
find
a cage like that? I mean, come on.
No cure? Not good. I'll need an infirmary to culture a new dose.
Hey Doc, it's checkout time.
Oh, well that took a while. Okay.
Plague zombies too. I know you want to save Amari, but it's time for us to bounce.
Amari's the reason we have a treatment.
Exactly. Don't let that legacy die here. Other survivors are gonna need your help. Like her.
Okay, but I can't just leave. Not like this.
Do what you need to. But make it fast.
I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I'm going to save your girlfriend if I can. Because no one deserves what happened to Amari.
Is that Amari? Is that the...
Strength to end things.
No, I'll do it, come on. Or is... No, this is where you teach me to... damn it, wrong button. This is where you teach me to shoot stuff.
Perdóname. May God watch over you.
Alright, fairly easy.
I know I have a hard time letting people take care of me.
Yeah. Yada yada yada. Let's go. Can I drive? Probably not.
I'm glad we're together.
Alright.
I ain't doing the apocalypse.
Thanks for helping
without
us,
you.
Doc.
Thank you for doing what I couldn't.
I'm riding shotgun. I hope your driving is good.
Indeed, I was hoping I'd get to drive.
Hopefully it's still safe.
Strap yourselves in, folks.
No more army, huh? So, how do we survive
Aw.
now?
Hey, come on. As long as we're together.
I have like the most limited control of the vehicle. Anyways, there you go. That's the intro to State of Decay 2. Juggernaut edition. This is just for people on the channel, honestly. Like, I feel like I should have prefaced this before. This is just for the people on the channel that, like, that are, like me, somewhat intrigued by the name. And want to stick for, like, a few minutes of me ranting about video games and zombie games in general and stuff like that. Not a serious, like, review or first look or anything into the game, which is why I'm going to probably give this, like, a silly title or something. But yeah. Anyhow, here we go. I was talking about the military expansion thing for State of Decay. Yeah, you can sort of do a similar thing, except you're not the military. You're always like communities of survivors and stuff like that. But you can sort of do the same thing around mid to late game here, which is cool, I guess. But very importantly, I did not wreck the car. Come on. Very importantly, the game does have significant improvements over. Okay, build facility, what facility? Crap, there's like 6 minutes. Okay, got this. Plague victims. If you can bring them the cure, you can use it to save their lives. Keeping them in the infirmary halts the progress of the disease. If you can't, you may need to kill them to prevent the plague from spreading. Roger that. I take it this is the infirmary. Oh, I already have an existing infirmary, apparently. Yes, here it is. Use infirmary. Stabilize blood plague. Yes, for you. Checked into infirmary. Okay, so now I select them and press T to take control of them. I shall be the badass soldier dude with... Is that a sniper rifle? You can't zoom in through the scope. Look, it's stuff like this that makes me go, you know what, this could be like one of the best zombie games out there. As is, it's just pretty good.
Nobody's dying today, right, Doc?
But hey, I need materials to build like a kitchen and stuff like that, and I also need to find meds. And I also need to produce probably like a garden or something along these lines. Okay, we can absolutely do that. Travel to location where green saw plague zombies. Okay, will do. I do recommend that you close that behind me though. What do I have weapons-wise? K-bar, crowbar. K-bar and a crowbar, lovely. We're keeping that forever. This is a great location for a base, though. I mean, look at that up there. Ugh. So good. I believe this is a different intro from the one I had when I played it. I think. I don't know for sure, but like I said. Oh, sod. Alright. I don't want to fight them because I saw one running over there and it... Turn off, rather, the bloody flashlight. Alright, I don't really want to fight them like this. I would rather take out as many as I can.
That lady's counting on me.
With a stealthy stab here and a stealthy stab there. Like so. That was remarkably stupid. I thought I could hurry up the
It's down, but not dead.
Don't worry about it, it's dead now. Alright, that wasn't too much noise. Me jumping though from the thing. Probably something to avoid in the future. Alright, this is where slightly more FOV would help, but Alas, alack, 'tis what it is. That is a plague zombie, right? Mission objective so far, don't get spotted by the bloody thing and try and kill it. I think that's a plague zombie over there too. The notion that some of them are more infectious than the others is a little bit peculiar, but sure, it works. Suspension of disbelief and all that. I mean, it's really, really good. Some of the attention to details, like having to kill your own survivors to stop the plague from spreading and then stuff like that. Truly, truly brilliant. That said, though, it is also, like, countered. Like, the brilliance of the game is whoops, occasionally countered by, like, missing features such as the scope zoom in and the FOV slider missing, and you're going to see later on in the game, there's going to be stuff that you really expect to be in the game, and you're, like, sure that it's there somewhere, and then, you know, that particular feature is missing, so, yeah. I mean, credit where credit is due. Juggernaut edition, as all things Juggernaut, I swear this is the last time I'm going to make that joke. Really helps. Did I not? Whatever. Really helps with that, and there's like expansions and stuff like that to add more features and more stuff to the game. Really cool. But, you know. It's a game with almost infinite potential, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, you know. I really, really do believe that this is one of the most promising styles, I suppose, or promising takes on survival games in general in recent years that I've seen, and yet, you know, there is a lot more that could be added and a lot more that could be done to make the game way better than it is. That said, though, I really should give it a little bit more credit because I think if I climb up there, yeah, that's an observation place. Right, we're going to suspend our disbelief and assume that there are bags behind this car, or in the trunk of this vehicle, and that we're searching them right now. And lo and behold, we've found 6 parts in the trunk of the vehicle. Exactly what happened there, don't worry about it. There was a thing down there, wasn't there? Well, maybe not. Up here, then? No? I felt like there was a thing coming to get me, but who knows. Alright, well, at least we can use our scope, our imaginary scope, to spot stuff way in the distance. Although, to be completely honest, this kills quite a bit of the exploration aspects and all that. I would prefer if this was like, or at least if there was an option to make all of this manual. Like, you have to open up your map and manually input, like, you know, here is like a store, here is, I don't know, a gas station, you know, there might be food here, but I don't know until I check. The way things are right now, it's convenient, sure, and perhaps some people prefer it, but I would have liked the option too. Oh, there be undead, alright. Let's draw them out over here and make sure I don't get bit by this one.
I got the plague sample we need.
Alright. Red-eye plague zombies are carriers for blood plague. Blood plague gather in high dangerous areas surrounding plague hearts. Dead plague zombies can drop fleshy samples that are ingredients for the cure. Right.
I'm glad to hear it. Please hurry back. My patient is depending on you.
No, I read the flavor text and the mechanic description text. That thing puts a pause on the timer. See, a few updates ago, he wouldn't have noticed that. Ow. Good. Terrific. But like I said, a few updates ago, well actually, that's an understatement. Quite a while ago, you could sneak around them and they would never have noticed.
No room for that.
I don't need this. I'll grab this though. Quit complaining. Seriously, just quit complaining. Oh, and this is the other thing I really, really like about the game.
Okay, we good.
You can claim outposts. You don't have to, but wherever there's like a convenient location, building, something isolated or something fortifiable, you can claim it. And you absolutely do not have to, but you can. Alright, we found some food. Not what we needed meds, but we can focus on getting meds later. It's a hell of a lot easier to find anything you need when you've got a vehicle. Not so much for mobility's sake, but just for the practical side of being able to carry more around. You just put everything in the trunk of the car and or Jeep or whatever, and you're good. So the approach to the
So damn tired.
You're so damn tired. Yeah, I know. Shush. No complaining now. Actually not tired. You're the picture of health.
Okay, I'm back with a sample. How's our patient?
Either I'm still alive or heaven really sucks.
She's holding on. We don't have much time.
Who was this?
Please deposit that sample in the supply
Vehicle.
locker.
View vehicle upgrades. Grab items. Interesting. All right.
For a toolkit.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I remember this. I've never done this, but I do remember it. You could. You can upgrade
Let me know if there's anything else
vehicles and put like spikes on them, armor on them, and so on and so forth. Not very necessary, because most of the time I try and not fight with my car, because it is bloody.
Okay.
Craft. Yeah, there we go. I need to craft
Yo, I have
this.
the cure in hand. Time to get you back on your
And
feet.
then I could craft bandages, but not necessary.
I don't know if hoping for a cure is gonna help, but why not try?
This
There we go.
will make you
Let's
feel
cure
better.
you.
I'm surprised I lasted this long.
Right, you should be good.
So I guess it's time for me to.
And everyone is
Nice work,
cheerful.
people.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
say,
very
I like
nice.
being in the life-saving
We've
business
received
again.
more
As long as we're smart about it,
influence.
I feel like we could help a lot more people out here. I forgot how much stuff
We
loaded back here.
have stuff inside
First day of school's
the
over.
car we didn't take out yet. That's like, I would assume that's one of the first things you do when you see that. Yeah, this is actually, you know, livable.
We need
Didn't mean
make
to do
our
that,
home
but
safe
that's fine.
rather than go on hunting expeditions. We could make this place a lot friendlier if we used some building materials.
Now, can I not deposit this? Probably can, just I'm looking at the wrong place to deposit it to. Command center. Base management. Ah! Far better to upgrade like so than anything else. Obviously we can't do that yet, but eventually. And let's see, there is...
Can't carry that much.
Can't carry that much, can you? Alright, put the sledgehammer in there and grab this.
One set of repairs coming up.
I'm supposed to go here, yeah. Let's repair it. So apparently the other guy was a horrible driver. No idea who he was and who gave him the ability... Oh, who gave him the leave to drive at all, but hey.
Seems like it'll run okay.
Yeah, it'll run for now. And then... over here,
Yeah, I'm filling up
refuel
the
the
tank, or
bloody
close to
thing.
it at least. Let's find some place to look for more fuel, okay?
Sure.
A little test drive will let me know if the repairs worked out.
Great news, we found more fuel.
Could use some fuel, amigos. Hey, you're still alive?
Yes, I am, and you said we could use more fuel. Why? There really is no reason for us to use more fuel at this point. Like, we can build a rain collector, that's, I suppose, alright. But this is the Daybreak DLC facilities. That's from the, like, sort of kind of military thing. But it's like, you need to hold out for an amount of time, and the longer you hold out, the more rewards you get, but that's it, like...
Rather than looking for a fight.
Yeah, I absolutely agree that we should improve our home first. Matter of fact, I think that's pretty much the only thing we should focus on. For now, at the very least. Yeah, like, take the ammunition for the thing, but I don't need anything else. How's the durability on this? Well, I'm assuming it's alright.
Nerd alert.
So we can grab another person like Veronica or her husband and get them to help us do the things we need to do, but why? That would be a rather silly thing to do. I don't need help. I don't intend on going anywhere particularly overly dangerous, so instead let's get in the car, which does attract
It's
a
working fine.
moderate amount of attention.
I'd hate to be
Cool,
stuck
is that really
walking
my
all the
only
time.
response? It attracts a moderate amount of attention, you know,
Safer,
but
and lets me bring back way more supplies.
oh, alright. I'm trying to remember, it was a while ago, but I'm thinking that this now attracts a little bit more attention than I thought it did.
Really the right priority for us? Building a secure home is always a priority.
Please no. Okay. Worth mentioning, maybe. I did play this on a lower difficulty setting back in the day, and I also have completely forgotten what the dodge button is, and if there is one, or do I just run out of sight? Okay, he's a little bit injured, our hero. But that is quite alright.
Can't do it.
Okay, well I suppose that's one way of clearing the place out. And for some reason these ones here haven't noticed anything, yeah. I mean, they're fighting alright, but the gunshots? Please. Oh well. Well, we're going to try and murder the rest. I think during the night there were some changes as well. Like you could find more deadly zombies, if I remember right. But that might be a thing later in the game. Like they might not want to overwhelm you with all of that just yet.
Okay then.
Well, I mean, on the other hand, we did clear out the entire area, so... Suffered a bit of an injury, sure enough.
I like that. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, this is completely wrecked. No way we can drive this. Alright. Now we go over to the reason why I brought the car, and 40 minutes in, I'll make the statement that this game can be a bit repetitive at times. Yeah, because now we're sort of getting into the grind of it. Do you know what I mean? And, like, yeah, this'll only get worse. Because you constantly need to scavenge for food, for water, for building materials, and so on. It is rewarding, but... nevertheless, it is something you need to do. I do need to find meds as well, like, not the bandages, but the other kind of meds. The not first aid kind, I suppose, is what you would call it, right? Oh, and I can reload, yeah. Let's not forget to do that as well. Anything up here? Not really. Alright. Yeah, this the thing indicates it's empty. Alright. Let's go back home. I say home, it's like a few meters away, but let's go back.
Yo, what up, people?
Also park the car in its spot, though. It is a bit finicky with the brakes and the reverse. There we go. And I'm pretty sure I can repair it. with the toolkit. Because chances of finding a new one aren't exactly all that great. Look at that. Like, you could sell that on anywhere, really.
Remember
Get a
that
decent
shit
chunk
that
of
used to
change
start
for it.
arguments? Jesus, how petty were we?
Yeah. I know. I need to put the thing in there, but I'm... Okay, I didn't take most of the stuff out of the trunk.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, you don't need to complain about how heavy it is every time you pick it up. Like you've made a new discovery. You haven't. You really haven't.
Building whenever we're ready. If we built a workshop, we could keep our weapons in good repair.
Let's store all the things in here as well. Good. Good. Luckily for us, the community supply locker is infinite, so you know, unlike our backpack, which is threat level. Yeah, about that. Would like to lower that if at all possible. Okay, so what do we build? A workshop. It's telling me to build a workshop. Establish an outpost, build facilities to expand our home for recruitment, look for recruitment opportunities, help for survival, survivors in need. Alright. Outdoor beds, not good. Like, is there anything we really badly need? I suppose, sure, a workshop will do. Because you keep telling me to build it. Oh, and you can... you can change the difficulty midway through. Interesting. Okay. Suffered head damage. Use your infirmary to remove injuries. Ah! Yes. Guess what? Medical help. I didn't click anything, you just decided to... Alright.
Had no complaints, but you did.
You're gonna survive. You have to make it clear to everybody out there.
Oh, but it will cost 2 medical supplies. Alright.
I say we put up an outpost there.
And it's instant. Yeah, I suppose that's alright.
And I'll tell anyone coming into town who's in charge. Plus,
Claim some territory for Logan and address the zombie threat. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. Though, now we're sort of free to do whatever we want. There are always going to be like main mission objectives and quests and stuff like that, but we don't really need to do them anymore. For now, like, we're left to our own devices for the most part. And I'd like to start off by getting a better backpack. But I could also, sleeping's no fun. Let's go and explore and stuff. Really didn't mean to go this way, but it is what it is. There's lots of potential here to the left. And it is an area we've roughly cleaned up. So come on, you. You're making a bit too much noise. I don't accept that because you glitched out. I really, really am mad at that damage because you kept sprinting and you wouldn't stop. Even though I was trying to stop you with all my might.
It's locked.
Actually, no. Okay, you have to do it apparently.
Gotta be quieter.
Gotta be quiet, and you wouldn't let me not break it down. The little things. The little things that occasionally annoy you. But hey, also the fact that you cannot claim the outpost means that there is an infected somewhere in here. Or you need to... No? Maybe you just need to explore it. I don't remember all that well, but I think it used to be, at least on some of the outposts, you didn't have to... Oh, that's interesting. You didn't have to explore everything so long as you killed all the zombies inside.
Looks clear, but let's keep quiet anyway.
Ah, right. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. You need to explore the entire thing. Good. Because, like, I had situations where I didn't go into the basement, and I just claimed the outpost anyway, but the game knew there was nothing in the basement, so it just went like, yeah, sure, you can claim the outpost. Not very sensible, but, yeah. Also, not much point in building an outpost so close to the base. At least not in my eyes. Sure, I mean, there's a reason. Very useful. There is a reason for doing that. You like can get resources and stuff from outposts. Like they can be very useful from that perspective, not just like a territorial one, I suppose. Crap. All right, come here. Alright, you took a bit of damage. We'll get you patched up in the infirmary. Completely forgot the other store. I did go into it, but I've never cleaned out the entire thing.
Okay then.
So how many firecrackers are there in an average gas station? I just seems like a, well, I suppose it's like a food market or whatever, but it's next to a gas station. Or is that just in my head that this is a gas station? I haven't really looked. No, this is no gas station. It just looks like a gas station. No, it's just two markets, or no, not too far. Two marts. Isn't that just short for market? Could you call this a market? What would you call this? Store, I suppose. Whatever. Just two stores next to the road. In my experience, those are always accompanied by a gas station, but I'm not from around these parts. I do not know. Put the fuel in, put the whatever in, doesn't matter. And then we can try and take out that screamer, which is just 100 meters down there. Size of the game works to its advantage and disadvantage it. At times. It's a good game, I swear, but it has its problems still, and it will always continue to, in my eyes. Until, I don't know.
Worse than we thought. I'm looking at an infestation here.
It's a bad idea to just leave him there. Can you handle it?
I guess I'm here anyway. Might as well.
Huh. Amusing. Tell you what I could do. I could be the cool kid, climb up here, and just snipe them all down. And the ones that make it past me I'll just, you know, crowbar to death. Now that is ironic, but alright. Nah, it's not a good position to snipe from. Yeah, I'll take care of the infestation, but I really want to grab some tea or something to drink, so I think I'll pause it here for a second, go grab a drink, and then return. Alright, here we go. I got a bite to eat as well in the meantime, and let's go back into the action. So there is
Something here.
one screamer, and 4 regular infected over there. Those regular infected are not blood zombies, right? Just asking for a friend, obviously. I like the energy drink thing. Right. Open sesame. And now... I think we first want to find the screamer. There he is. And I think we really don't want to piss him off. So let's try not to. Okay, you need to go away before any advancement of any sort is made. Gone. That leaves 3, and there goes the main threat. Oh yeah. That almost got a lot worse, mate. But instead, we have some textbook stealth. Amazing how this one didn't hear anything, but you know. Alright.
Y'all should know that I'm all done here.
Good to hear.
Let's look for fuel, because that's always useful. And let's pack it up, basically.
Hey, this would make a great outpost.
Wow, yeah, great.
Thinking about long-term survival, we need friends. Let's get on the radio and see who else lives around here.
Now there is a man with an idea. Problem is I've went to eat and I've sort of forgotten where I've parked the car. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, right. I've filled up the car, basically. Okay, there's a walker right there. Let's try and get her, and then, I suppose we'll look for more fuel or something. Yeah. And you're a quick one, I can tell. Not intelligent quick, just, like, movement speed quick. Alright, yeah, gas can. Suppose I could search around here a bit more. bound to be something I haven't checked. So this would produce fuel as an outpost. Not the greatest. Much prefer finding fuel on my own and having, like, oh, you know, like, other, necessities be provided by outposts. Mainly just food, water, and medicine. Because you always need that. Anybody in here? That's interesting, I can claim this as an outpost as well. Bolts and parts. Alright, excuse me for a second. Much better. Okay. My apologies. Ooh, ammo. Useful. Can't bring any more though. Alright. Let's get out of here. We'll come back and finish looting.
There's nothing for nobody in here.
Later, but our brave let's try again. Our brave hero here needs a bit of a nap, I'm afraid. So let's go and return him home and let him nap. Was that a walker or was that one of the settlers? Probably one of the settlers. Alright, well, settlers. Survivors. Alright. Manage storage. Not yet. We need to go to the locker first. There you go. All of this is for you lot. He's really good at everything. Like, I really hope we don't lose this character anytime soon. Because he's really a badass. Don't need fuel yet. There's tons of fuel in the other thing. Really could use everything else though, I think. Yeah, like building materials. We did find meds at the very least, so there's that. And I suppose we could. Do we? No, we can't build a facility. We don't have any building materials.
We're gonna be sitting ducks.
Yeah, there you go. Your
This morning, I found bugs in the coffee grounds. Yeah.
okay, so you're a sorry.
Later.
You're a citizen. You are a recruit. You're not a citizen yet. That's interesting. Yeah, sure, I'll take over Veronica, I think.
Anybody else notice we're low on materials?
Ah, we can't get the Juggernaut jacket. God damn it. Automatically added to the closet of every player who owned the Heartland DLC before the launch of the Juggernaut edition. How dare you? Honestly, just... Outlaw vest, ninja hoodie, lizard hoodie, yeah. So we're not getting that then. I think I prefer you like this. I really don't like the hat though. How do I get a combat helmet? Close very play home said Decay 2 Ultimate Edition before launch of Juggernaut Edition. Really? No, I just own the regular release. Huh. And the mask as well. Alright. I suppose I'll go with this. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Good. Now, you do not have a gun, which might be a slight problem, but you know, we'll deal with that problem basically now, right? We'll try and deal with it now. Let's see, where are we going? We should head probably... Use your radio menu to reach out to nearby survivors or travel to the military site that Logan wants to claim. Yeah, I think we're doing this. Because a military site sounds like the kind of place I really want to claim. I did attract some attention. Sod. I attracted a lot of attention. Alright, that was lucky.
Bye-bye.
Alright, that looks like some serious damage to the car, honestly. I did not expect it to turn into an absolute wreck from slightly bumping a rock, but okay. And now it's smoking from hitting one person. But the headlights are fine. Alright, you want to fight? Sure, let's fight. Good. Military base up ahead. Let's go and take it and...
I'm not super happy about this aggressive plan of ours. Look, aggressive is what keeps us alive. You get that, right?
Remember when the army pulled out? I guess they forgot a few here. Now they're shuffling around.
You gotta get up close and personal here. Bullets won't get through their helmets.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I intended on getting up close and personal anyway. Now, does this work? Yeah, I guess through the neck and up into the skull. Alright. Gruesome as that is. I want to take out that one and then double back and get that one. The one wandering off into the woods is fine. Securing a building. You've taught me this already, game. I appreciate it, but you've taught it me already.
Need that military site cleared so we can claim it.
Shush.
Cow. I got it. Oh, hey. This should be good.
Potentially. No, I'm going to take my time searching this. I don't want to risk it.
Oh, shiny.
Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, now, as for that guy, I really don't want to alert anyone or anything. So, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go around. Yeah, I'm going to take my time and go around. So there's one feeding there. One's far away I'm not interested in. Oh crap. Okay, easy does it. Just keep on walking, sunshine. Good. That was the one looking at me, right? Yeah. This looks like a weapons case, like seriously.
Well, it's not much.
Oh, ha 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 ha. What do you mean it's not much? It is absolutely much. Excuse me. The irony could not be greater. I'll give it a minute. It can wait a minute or so. But I'm getting live updates about the real life virus. Essentially, they're talking about like full-on quarantine of the entire city and like closing down everything. And there's people that saying no, you know, that's an overreaction and so on and so forth. And then there's sensible people saying yes, you know.
All done clearing the site.
Time to put up an outpost. Need everyone to understand this is our territory.
Yeah, most likely. This is what I'm getting. Most likely tomorrow. Oop, whoops. Tomorrow. Army cap camo. Ooh.
Not gonna fit.
Very nice. Okay. Tell you what, I don't need this. So I'm going to drop this, but I'll grab the parts, I think. Ammo is very useful, but it's a shotgun, and I don't really like shotguns all that much. There's also a thing there, but let's claim the outpost first.
I got the outpost ready.
Yep.
Nice work. That place should supply us with plenty of ammo. Got a feeling we're gonna need it as we expand our territory.
Well, I hope you're wrong, but, what does this how to play out? Alright. You know, better safe than sorry, so on and so forth, which is also something I could tell the people in the administration and the government in my local city, but hey. Alright, this is also yours. Good. Ooh, so there's a bit of a skill to aiming these things, alright. And nothing up here. Good. Head on down, and I think, I don't see a reason to stay. Government safe area, ammo collection, alright. Now, some might say ammo's not the most important thing, and I would totally agree, were it not for the fact that later on in the game, we're going to get assault rifles, and we're going to be completely badass and run and gun entire areas, so, yeah. Plus, ammo's really useful for tougher enemies, which we haven't encountered yet, but I am led to believe exist. Alright, now if I follow this road, is it going to lead me home? Yes. Do I want to go home? Yes, I do. Daybreak Independence Pack. Multiplayer, find resources, people. Medical advice. Alright, find resources, people. Other survivors.
We're your new neighbors, looking to say hi. Unless you're cannibals or something, in which case, just don't even reply.
It's a relief to hear another voice. We're in a bit of a bind and could use some help. Can you come by?
Oh, you can use some help.
We just got here, and we're already making friends. Come on, let's go say hi.
No. Let's not do that. I'm not interested in people who need help. I'm the one that needs help. Useless, all of them. I've yet to turn on the radio and find someone to go, like, hey, I can help you. I'm kidding, there totally is, but, you know, you need to pay them influence, which is like, meh. But yeah, anyways. We'll go and do that, I think. Jesus, I need to close that window. Alright, tell you what though, this has been real, but figure this is enough, because I really should record some other things today, but this was mostly just for like a joking thing, more or less.
Screamer!
Where?
No more ammo here.
Christ almighty. Oh, you don't get to retrieve those. Crap. Alright. Okay. Good, there we go, see? Alright, don't attract too much attention up here. We really can't. Like, yeah. Good, there you go. Alright, I really should record something else, and as fun as this was, I think I've given you enough of an idea of whether you might enjoy something like this or not. Anyways, that's it for now. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.